no other movie that I've ever done, you know, in the sense that it had more stars in it than any other job I've ever had.
Yeah.
But you just pinch yourself every once in a while. But otherwise, you know, they're just people that I was working with.
Very cool. Yeah. And now I'm wondering, I think we probably could get a question from the audience here. Now, does anybody have a question for Silas Carson at all? Yes? Question here? Raise your hand if you do. Yes, over there. All right. Okay. Let me come. Step on over here, sir. Yes? Brave soul here that he is. Oh, look at. He's got a moon on his shot. No, I did those voices.
Well, this is nice, because now I get to actually see all of it.
And look at how tall I am. Now, the minion is supposed to be my height. And, okay, so what's your name, sir?
Edel.
Okay, and what is your question for Silas?
Does it feel uncomfortable either being good or evil?
Ah, which would you prefer to play? Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Good or evil? Was it uncomfortable when you're having to play these various?
Well, you know, like I said, I kind of preferred playing Chiadi because it was a more comfortable experience physically. But normally, you know, when doing television or film or theatre, I much prefer playing the bad guys.
Ah, yeah.
Always prefer playing evil.
Is it more fun to play the bad guys?
Yeah, always better to play bad guys.
Very good. I have a question here. Yes, okay. All right, what is your question for Silas?
About 4:20.
No, wait a second. So now, I can translate. I can translate. You don't know Jawaese then. No, let me translate. He's actually saying that the Jawa understands that you're a life coach, actually, in real life. You do some life coaching as well.
I discovered that.
And he's wondering if you have any advice for him. As a Jawa.
Okay, that's a little sneaky thing there, putting in that I was a life coach. Yeah, that's something else that I do alongside acting. So you're a Jawa, so you're a trader.
Yes.
Okay, well, the thing I would say to you probably is this, that if you want to sleep well at night, don't sell anything to anybody that you wouldn't be proud to own yourself.
Ah. Awesome. All right, thank you so much, Jawa. All right, let's hear it for the Jawa, yes? And the life coach to the Jawas, Silas Carson as well. That is awesome. Okay, so now do you have like a favorite memory or a fondest memory of being on Star Wars, Silas?
Yeah, I did share this one with the audience that I spoke to yesterday, so, you know, because it really is my favorite thing. So if there's anybody here who was here yesterday, then forgive me for repeating myself.
That's all right. I'll forgive you.
On the
I was here.
On the Phantom Menace, the first one we did, Yoda, of course, was still being puppeteered by Frank Oz. You know, by the third film, of course, he was CGI'd. And for me, it was, you know, it was a great privilege to work with Frank, because I was, as a child, a great Muppets fan.
You were?
You know, a great, huge Muppets
Miss Piggy, Kermit, Fozzie, yeah, I think we're all,
yeah.
Did you have a favorite?
I did have a favorite. My favorite was the guitarist in the band, Sergeant Floyd Pepper. And he had these big eyebrows. I just loved the Muppets. So here I was, you know, like on the Star Wars set. You know, you're on the set of Star Wars and there's all these amazing people walking around. There's George Lucas giving you instructions and saying hi and making my coffee for me. You know. But right next to me was Frank Oz, and I was far more interested in talking to him about the Muppets than I was about Star Wars. That was my childhood. Wow. And I did share a story with him that I turned to him at one point and I said, you know, you do realize that you are responsible for the good relationship I have with my grandmother. And he said, really? I said, yeah, you know, my grandmother, my father's mother, was kind of a distant woman. You know, she didn't live with us, she lived elsewhere. And when she came to our place, she was a little freaked out by all these kids running around making loads of noise, so she would keep herself quiet in a corner. But she and I always used to sit down regularly and watch the Muppets together. And then she would come alive. And then I got to talk to her and share time with her. And, you know, Frank was so touched by that story.
Yeah.
He said, thank you for telling me that. And he invited me out to lunch, and we went and had lunch together that day in the studio, and we talked all day about the Muppets.
And did you make him do Miss Piggy?
I made him do everybody.
That's great.
And he did. It's really funny because some of you guys come and you ask for autographs and you say to me, go on, do the voice of Chiari Mundi, and you know, go on, do Newt Gunray. And I am never bothered by doing that. I'm very happy to, you know, to do that for you guys. because I did it with Frank Oz and he obliged.
That's right.
So I figured I ought to.
So one last
be churlish not to.
Could you say, "May the force be with you" as Keanu Bundy for us?
May the force be with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Silas Carson, let's hear it for him.